Imagine this. You're in a room full of people and you want to speak, but your mind goes blank. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and when you finally say something, it doesn't come out the way you imagined. People don't seem interested. Some even interrupt you, and suddenly you feel invisible. Sounds familiar? You're not alone. Most people struggle with communication, not because they don't have ideas, but because they don't know how to express them effectively. Whether it's talking to strangers, speaking in public, or even texting someone, communication is the one skill that determines how successful you'll be in life. It affects your relationships, your career, and even how much respect you get from others. Yet, no one really teaches us how to communicate well. Think about the most successful people you know. They aren't necessarily the smartest or the hardest working. They're the ones who know how to talk in a way that makes people listen. They can hold conversations effortlessly, explain their ideas clearly, and influence others with their words. Now, here's the good news. You don't need to be born with great communication skills. It's something you can learn, practice, and master. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We'll break it down into three simple parts: the psychology of communication, understanding why some people communicate better than others, practical techniques, easy methods you can start using today to improve your speaking skills, common mistakes, the things that ruin conversations and make people lose interest in you. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever said something and immediately regretted it? Or struggled to find the right words at the right time? If yes, then this video is for you. Because by the end of this, you'll have the tools to speak with confidence, engage anyone in a conversation, and leave a lasting impression. So, let's get started. Now that you know why communication is such an important skill, let's dive deep into how you can improve it step by step. Now that you know why communication is such an important skill, let's dive deep into how you can improve it step by step. 1. The psychology of communication. Have you ever noticed how some people can walk into a room and instantly grab everyone's attention? They aren't necessarily the loudest or the smartest, but something about them makes others want to listen. What's their secret? It all comes down to confidence, clarity, and connection. A. Confidence, the foundation of communication. Think about this. If you don't believe in what you're saying, why should anyone else? Confidence is the key to making your words impactful. But confidence doesn't mean being arrogant or loud. It means believing in yourself and your message. Here's how you can build confidence in your communication. Fix your body language. 80% of communication is nonverbal. Stand tall, maintain eye contact, and avoid nervous gestures like fidgeting. When you look confident, people take you more seriously. Slow down your speech. Nervous people tend to speak fast. Instead, take deep breaths and speak at a natural pace. This makes you sound more controlled and authoritative. Practice speaking aloud. The more you practice speaking, the more comfortable you'll become. Talk in front of a mirror or record yourself to improve. B. Clarity, making your words. Count. Some people talk a lot, but say very little. Others speak just a few words, but leave a strong impact. The difference? Clarity. Here's how you can make your words clearer and more engaging. Think before you speak. Take a second to structure your thoughts before responding. This prevents rambling and makes your message stronger. Use simple words. Big words don't make you sound smarter. They just confuse people. Speak in a way that even a 10-year-old can understand. Avoid filler words. Words like like, and weaken your message. Train yourself to pause instead of using fillers. C. Connection, engaging your listener. No matter how good your words are, if people don't feel connected to you, they won't listen. Use names. People love hearing their names. It makes conversations feel personal. Match their energy. If someone is excited, match their excitement. If they are calm, don't be too aggressive. Listen more than you speak. The best communicators are also the best listeners. People feel valued when you genuinely listen to them. 2. Practical techniques to improve your communication. Now, let's get into some powerful techniques that will transform the way you communicate. A. The 3-second rule for starting conversations. Many people struggle with starting conversations. They overthink and hesitate. The solution? Use the 3-second rule. The moment you think of talking to someone, count 1, 2, 3, and start speaking. Don't let your brain convince you otherwise. This simple trick helps overcome hesitation. Some easy conversation starters. Hey, I noticed you're into topic. That's really cool. What got you interested? I heard you mention something. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. I just realized we haven't introduced ourselves properly. I'm Jason. B. The yes and technique for better conversations. Ever had a conversation die because the other person just said yes or no? Here's how to keep it alive. Use the yes and technique. Example. Bad. You. Do you like movies? Them. Yeah. Dead end. Better. You. Do you like movies? Them. Yeah. You. Nice. What's the last movie you watched? This simple trick keeps conversations flowing naturally. C. The power of pauses. Want to sound more confident and powerful? Use pauses strategically. Instead of saying, I think we should try this idea because, it might work better. Say, I think we should try this idea. Pause, because it might work better. A short pause makes people pay attention and adds weight to your words. D. The mirror technique. People naturally like those who are similar to them. A simple trick to build rapport is mirroring, subtly copying the other person's tone, body language, and speech patterns. Example. If they're speaking softly, lower your voice slightly. If they're using hand gestures, use some gestures too. This makes them feel an instant connection with you. 3. Common mistakes that ruin communication. Now that you know what to do, let's talk about what not to do. A. Talking too much about yourself. People love talking about themselves. If you dominate the conversation with your stories and opinions, they'll lose interest. Instead, ask questions and show curiosity. Example. Instead of, I love traveling. I went to so many places last year. Try, I love traveling. Have you been to any cool places recently? Being distracted while talking. Ever had someone check their phone while you were talking? Annoying, right? Always give full attention to the person in front of you. Keep eye contact. Nod to show you're engaged. Respond with short phrases like, that's interesting, or wow, tell me more. C. Trying too hard to impress. Using big words, showing off knowledge, or trying to sound overly smart can backfire. Speak naturally, be humble, and focus on genuine connections. Mastering communication is not about talking more, it's about talking better. It's about confidence, clarity, and connection. With these techniques, you'll not only become a better speaker, but also a better listener. You'll connect with people, influence others, and leave a lasting impression. Now, in the next part, we'll discuss how to apply these skills in real-life situations, from job interviews to social settings to online communication. Now that you understand the psychology of communication and have learned practical techniques, the real challenge begins, applying these skills in everyday life. Many people learn about communication but never actually practice it. That's why they stay stuck. 1. Conversations with strangers. The best way to improve communication is by talking to new people. Start small. Greet shopkeepers, ask a colleague about their weekend, or compliment someone genuinely. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. 2. Speaking in group discussions. If you're in a group conversation, don't just stay silent. Use the bridge technique. Connect to what someone else said and add your opinion. For example, Person A. I love watching thriller movies. You. Same. I recently watched one with a crazy plot twist. Have you seen any good ones lately? This keeps the conversation flowing naturally. 3. Job interviews and professional settings. When speaking in formal situations, Remember these rules. Be clear and concise. Avoid unnecessary details. Use confident body language. Sit up straight, maintain eye contact, and speak calmly. Pause before answering. It makes you sound more thoughtful and in control. Final words. Improving communication is a journey. Start small, practice daily, and don't fear mistakes. The more you apply these skills, the more natural they'll become. So, which technique will you try first? Let me know in the comments.